All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Spiritual Shepherd YouTube channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching, liking, comment, sharing, subscribing to everybody you feel like this is, that resonates with this. Share this with anybody that you feel resonates with this on the harmonic vibrational frequency that this video is emitting, okay? Through the emotions, emoting. All right, so today, what we're going to talk about, we're going to keep it low key. I'm not going to do any really thing on the side or anything. It's just going to be me and you. We're going to be talking today. And this is the motivational video that you have been missing ultimately. And the thing about this, okay, so I'm going to give you some different types of things. And you've heard this in other motivational videos, but it comes from the heart, from me. And generally people who are watching me right now, they know me, okay? They know me or they've seen me in very familiar places. Okay, so if you don't know me, like this video. If you do know me, like this video. But ultimately, guys, this is a motivation video for you that you need to hear, that you really need to hear. And not only that, it's not even just a motivational video, it's a discipline video. Okay, so it's not going to be everything that you want to hear, but it is going to be exactly what you need to hear and exactly what you need to keep doing. So let's jump into it. Let's immediately jump into it. I know that there's somebody in your life who, regardless of how they are showing up in front of you and how they are acting in front of you and how they are masquerading you in front of you. They're putting up a front. They're putting up a mask. They're putting up an illusion in front of you. Regardless of these people, and then regardless of how they act in front of you, but even behind your back, they're talking ish on you. They're talking down to you. They're saying that you're never going to make it. They're saying that you're not good enough. They're saying that you're not worthy. They're saying that you're not whatever. Fill in the blank. Okay, fill in the blank. These people must be your motivation. They must be your motivation. I'm going to jump a little bit into a personal story for you guys, and I want you to understand that this video is also from the heart because of what I've also experienced. So I've experienced plenty of backlash from people. Okay, people will talk shit, whether it's in front of me, whether it's behind my back, whatever. But it's how you respond. It's exactly how you respond to when somebody reacts to you. When somebody reacts to your vibration, your high vibration, when somebody reacts to your high vibration, it's literally in your response, whether you choose to respond or whether you react back. Responding and reacting are two different things. Responding and reacting are two different things. A reaction is immediate. It's emotion-based and generally negatively emotion-based, okay? A response is how you choose to respond. So you can respond with silence. You can respond more positively. You can respond negatively if it's coming from a conscious place. But response is more conscious. Reaction is more unconscious, subconscious, sort of you're just reacting to somebody because they spewed hate in your direction to some degree. But it's how we choose to respond to how people spew hate, okay? So if you know better, and here's the thing too, they will project their negative perception of themselves onto you because they cannot bear the weight of what their negative perception is of themselves. And so they will try to bring you down to their negative level. And it is important that you stay positive and you are that mirror. Everybody is a mirror to you. You are a mirror to everybody. Everybody's a mirror to you. Everybody's a mirror, okay? So it's important that you are the positive mirror that encourages them to be better, that encourages them to be more disciplined. Encourage, encourage. So encourage them. Have the courage inside of yourself to make them more disciplined by your disciplined and motivation actions, your motivated actions. So you wake up early in the morning, you go to the gym, you wake up, you eat healthy, you're eating lean, you're eating really, really well, you're eating high nutrient dense food, you are taking care of your body, you're working out, you're doing Pilates, you're doing yoga, you're lifting, you are doing your cardio, you're staying lean, you're staying ripped, you're staying snatched, whatever type of vibe that and that's just physical, but also mental. You are overcoming so many different things. You are up leveling your life. You are cultivating your life. You are building your life. You are getting smarter. You're becoming more intelligent. You're becoming more wise. You have wisdom. You have joy. You have happiness. And in these things, people are going to see this and they are going to be jealous and envious. Jealousy and envy are very similar sides of the same coin, but I want you guys to understand this. Okay, I want you to understand this. That just because someone's jealous of you does not mean to down level yourself. Okay, and it's not also, here's a big wise wisdom nugget. Okay, golden wisdom nugget right here is just because someone's jealous of you, that does not mean to provoke jealousy in other people. Okay, this is actually a very negative thing. And a lot of people, this is a big thing on social media, try to provoke jealousy into other people. So, oh, look at all the stuff that I have. Look at all the stuff that I'm flexing. Look at all the cars that I drive. Look at all the money I have. Look at all the fill in the blank. Okay, all this type of stuff, keep your mouth shut about it. Like, keep your mouth shut about it. Let your silent actions speak louder than words. Let your silent actions speak louder than words. And I know I repeat myself, but this is a very important thing because the repetition is also transforming my subconscious mind and my conscious mind, but my subconscious mind and my subconscious belief systems. And it's also breaking down walls of old subconscious patterns that said, like, oh, allow people to talk crap. No, don't. Separate the sheep from the goats. Separate the sheep from the sheepdogs. All right. Separate yourself. If you're a king, separate yourself from all the princes and the knights. I know, like, there's a cool thing about being a knight, but it's just a different energy being a king. Okay. It's the same with being a queen. Okay. Being a queen is different than being an empress. Okay. And being a princess, having everything just kind of given to you is way different than being a queen or an empress. Same with being an emperor king. Okay. You understand the vibes. And so there's a hierarchy. Okay. A hierarchy of energy, hierarchy of spirit, a hierarchy of light, And so emitting positive light frequency, light vibrations, as you are in this positive frequency, people will try to throw shade to make your light dim. They will try to throw shade to make your light dim, but don't allow them. Or just allow it, but don't let it affect you. And that actually, in tune, when people are throwing darkness at you, but you still are exuding your light, you're going to outshine the darkness and the shade that they're throwing and cast light onto their shade. I know this sounds crazy, but this is kind of like an analogy. But as you are shining so bright and people are even throwing shade at you, okay, you are going to actually bring light to the shade that other people are throwing. Okay, you are going to bring light because you are so light frequency, because you're in such a high light vibration. You are going to literally shed light onto the shade that people are throwing you, and other people will recognize this and see your high value. They will see your higher value through the emission. I also encourage you guys too that this motivation video is, you're not going to be motivated. Sometimes you're not going to be motivated, but you must do it. This is where discipline comes in. This is exactly where discipline comes in. You have to be wise enough and have the wisdom to be disciplined. You have to have the wisdom to be disciplined. And what do I mean by this? I mean that you're not going to want to wake up. You're going to want to sleep in. You're going to want to not do your cardio. You're going to not want to lift. You're going to not want to eat healthy that night where you need everything to be, you're busy or you're, like overwhelmed or whatever. As you're cultivating this is really getting into the aspect that you be disciplined, and this also comes from meal prep. So have maybe a meal prepped the night before or a meal prepped before, whatever. And this will actually keep you down to earth and more grounded, have a better groundation and foundation of your energy to where you're going to continue to get ripped while even still being productive in your life, whether it's with school, whether it's with work, whether it's with any type of correlation of your busyness or your business. Okay, so one thing too, guys, is keeping yourself organized. But being in this motivation video, you're going to have a lot of people who are going to be like, yeah, like he just started being different. He just started not going to all the wrong places and started doing all the right things. And then people are going to be like, what's wrong with that? That's good, actually. That's actually really good. And so in that, you're actually receiving the value that you've been emitting. One big thing is that you will be rewarded in public for the disciplines that you learn in private and that you keep private. That's a big thing too, okay? And I'm only bringing this to the people who actually are going to listen to this. See, that's why it's not so publicized. I know that it's on a public forum, but people are not everybody's going to get to 10 minutes of this. So this is going to be an inclusive thing, an exclusive thing, I'm sorry. So you are rewarded in public for the things that you keep private and that you discipline yourself in private. So you go to the gym and nobody's there because it's 4:30 in the morning. It's 4:45 in the morning. Not everybody knows that you went to the gym, but you're going to be big. You're going to be strong. You're going to be fit. You're going to be slim, whatever adjective you want to add for it. But the thing is that will be the reward. That will be the reward. The reward will be like, wow, this person really takes care of their health. What can I learn from this person? How can I grow from this person? What is this person doing that I'm not doing? And then you are going to get those different things. And it's very, very important that you don't allow your so-called friends or your so-called family or anybody to talk down to you, especially when you're doing better than them and they are secretly jealous of you. I know this sounds weird, but this is not a flex. This is not a flex on anybody. What it is this is exactly what needs to be said. This is exactly what needs to be said because here's a big thing too. Take all of the levels and the judgment out of it. Okay? Take all the levels and judgment and so-called hierarchies out of it. Everybody's equal. Okay? Let's just take everything out of it. So it's what you do and what you don't do, what you have and what you don't have, how you be and what you don't be that separates you from everybody else. So it's in your actions. It's in your actions are also in the spiritual realm. So it's the things that you don't even participate in spiritually that you are also by saying yes to something, you are saying no to something else. So by not doing something spiritually, you're also doing something spiritually. Okay? By saying yes to being sober, you're saying no to something else. Or by saying no to not being sober, you're saying yes to sobriety. So by not doing something, you are therefore doing something. And this is actually an important law that most people just goes right over their head. And this is a big thing in quantum jumping. The things that you eradicate from your life as you become more of an extreme rare being. Okay, I want you to hear me. An extreme rare being. As you continue to be that, you are going to, as you exemplify rarity, you are going to also increase rarity coming to you. You're going to magnetize more rarity. We are electromagnetic beings. As we are electric or exuding vibratory realities of rarity or of richness. So as you start to realize that money isn't anything, it's a piece of paper, you start to put it in its place and not idolizing it and putting it on a pedestal. Look behind a dollar. You can see that. Stop putting it on a pedestal or in a pyramid. Stop doing that. Be from the top down and realize there's an abundance of money. They continuously print money. They continuously do all this type of stuff. And it's increasing your rarity and your internal richness and how you see yourself abundantly inside of you. That is ultimately going to exemplify this. And you're going to exude this, emote this from your emotions, from your feelings, and therefore attract and magnetize. Your heart is an electromagnetic frequency operating 1,000 times more than your brain. This is scientific studies. I'm not going to put the study up, but this is scientific studies. So as we cultivate this, guys, I want you to realize that as you open up your heart, as you do yoga, as you care about somebody more than yourself, care about someone more than yourself. Okay. As you start practicing this, even in just small ways, you will start to open up your heart. By opening up your heart, you'll be more grateful. Be more grateful for everything around you. And then also be motivated to have more and continuously have more and to build more. Okay? So people are going to talk crap. People are going to say things that you are not going to resonate with. And people are going to try to bring you down. And this is actually important in this day and age and whatnot. It's to hold yourself accountable, hold yourself responsible, and keep doing what you're doing and put your head down and just focus on you and focus on you in the positive, selfless self-care. Because I don't want to go to the gym, okay? People want to do drugs and people want to drink and people want to eat like crap. That is selfish because it's not good for you. But if you're being selfless for yourself, you don't want to eat healthy all the time because you're addicted to bad food. But by eating healthy, you're doing the selfless thing and you're actually taking care of yourself because it's actually going to build yourself up. It's reprogramming your mind to fall in love with the nutrient-dense realities of your life. Having a clean, dense, nutrient-dense mind. So not watching poison, not listening to poison. So none of this. Not speaking poison about other people, not watching poison, not listening to poison. And as you do this, you will not be poisoned and you will not be harmed by poison. Okay, and then therefore, that's implying something. By not doing something, you are doing something. So therefore, you are implying and assuming and living in the law of assumption that I am more higher vibration. I am living a cleansing life, a nutrient-dense life. I'm living a positive light vibration life, which is going to magnetize more abundance in your life, okay? So to kind of conclude this, guys, I want you guys to, realize that just because someone has a voice or somebody is going to project, here's the thing why old friends keep you poor. I've listened to this. Old friends keep you poor because they project their old projections of who they believed you were. Onto you because they still want you to fit that paradigm of their perspective and their perception of what you used to be. Okay? And if you are not what you used to be and you agree to the reality that you are not what you used to be, okay? If you don't agree to the identity of what you used to be, you have a new identity. As you have this new identity of I'm rich, I'm abundant, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I have great relationships, I have great family, I have great friendships. They are going to start to fit that paradigm as you are strong and affirmative and have confirmation and you make the right suggestions for these parallel realities. As you say, I'm not going to drink, eventually people are going to stop asking you, hey, do you want to go out for a drink? But if you're living in the reality where you're an alcoholic and you're not admitting that to yourself as well, okay, there's like 50, it's like literally like so many different studies, but if you're not an alcoholic, okay, and you are not admitting that to yourself, then you're going to continuously have unconscious people in your life continuously ask you, do you want to go out? Because you have not admitted consciously that you are an addict. Okay, that's the thing. It's shadow work of your life. Do the shadow work of your life. Start looking at all the terrible aspects of who you are and agreeing to it and actually start admitting it. Okay, the first thing of how you cure yourself, which is AA, as you start listening to this, the 12-step program. If you don't even do the 12-step program, I'm just saying, but the first action is admitting that you have a problem. If you have a problem with bad food, then admit it. The first thing is admitting. And then the second thing is get angry. Getting angry is at the vibration of courage. If you look at the Power versus Force, consciousness, vibratory reality in the book, Power versus Force, there's this consciousness picture. You guys have understood this. I'm not going to put it up, but it's ultimately because they've had other videos go down because people have put that banner up. But look it up. The consciousness scale, Power versus Force. Okay. Anger is right below courage. So right as you get angry at all the old stuff that you do not resonate with anymore, you are not an alcoholic. You are a sober being. You are literally a sober being. As you become, and same, you don't eat bad food. You are fit. You're fitter than 90% of society. Which means that there is going to be a percentage of that society that hates you, that is jealous of you, that is envious of you, and you cannot just don't even gossip about these people. Just like fuck off. Like literally these people just like fuck off. I know that sounds crazy, but like allow them to just live their poisonous lives because they are unconscious. They are not there. They are asleep. They are sleeping. And so they're sleeping on their own lives. They're sleeping on their own blessings or blissings. They're sleeping on their bliss. They're sleeping on their happiness. They're sleeping on their joy. And if you allow them, then you are lowering your vibration to also take out your joy. So don't even get mad at them. Don't even gossip about them. Gossip and toxic rhyme for a reason because they are on very similar frequencies. Everything's a frequency. Everything's energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay. And so Emit at 9 frequency. Don't emit at 6 frequency. And you know exactly what I'm saying. 999, not, okay? Literally, not that. 999, okay? 999. Transform 333 into 999, or even the other one into 999. As you start cultivating that, you will emit at a different frequency, and they will try to project their negative realities and their negative stuff onto you, but don't allow it. Don't respond to it. Ignore the NPCs. Literally the NPCs, the bots. May I get a fettuccine chicken Alfredo? May I grab a strawberry lemonade? May I grab something that is bad for me, but I don't know is bad for me? May I have some nutrient non-dense food? As you start understanding that these NPCs literally just like they do what other people tell them. Affirm your life. Take responsibility for your life. Take accountability for all of your actions. This is how you wake up. Start looking at your shadow work. Start looking at all the bad shit that you no longer resonate with, and people will try to project it onto you. You used to be fat, so they're going to be like, "Oh, wow, you're getting fit. Why don't you eat some potato chips? Why don't you eat some candy bars? Why don't you eat some blah, 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 blah? Why don't you have this? Because I want you to fit my paradigm, because now you're actually bringing to my reality that I have to be fit too, and I don't want to do that." So that's exactly what it is. And you are being a mirror to people who don't have their perception of themselves right. Being more conscious, you are going to be a mirror to people who are unconscious, and they're going to be like, I flipping hate that person because to some degree, they're showing me my shadow aspects of myself. So dip into your shadow aspects. How you dip into your shadow aspects, you look at all the things that you know is bad for you and just drop it. Just drop it. If you talk crap on people, just stop it. If you, if you drink alcohol and you just don't even know that you always have a justification, if you're not taking care of your self-care, if you're eating bad food, whatever. And here's a big thing too, just to conclude this. You can even just make one small step. Just one small step. You don't have to always go crazy extreme like I am, okay? You don't always have to go extreme or rare like I am. You can go just a little bit more rare, or just a little bit more rare and a little bit better. That's all you have to do. So this is the motivation video that you guys need, that you guys have been missing. You need to stop following what everybody else wants you to do, because then you'll be just like everybody else and you'll be at the level just like everybody else. Separate yourself from the pack. Be the golden king, the golden emperor, the golden queen, the golden empress. And as you cultivate this, you will start seeing respect from all of your peers, whether they're older or whether they're younger, because it's a vibration. High value does not have an age. Wisdom does not have an age. Knowledge does not have an age. And there is things beyond wisdom and knowledge. There is truly knowing oneself. There's truly knowing someone inside of yourself, okay? The vibration inside of yourself. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace. Much love. I love each and every one of you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and share this with somebody that you feel resonates with this. My course is coming out. It's very, very good. It's going into business. It's going into spirituality, and it's going into high aspects of how to build multiple streams of income and how to literally transcend this reality, this 3D reality, moving into the 4D, into the 5D, and moving into unison, one sun consciousness. As we cultivate this, is exactly what all the religions and spiritualities have been talking about for years, for millennia, because we are here. This is a profound time on this planet to be able to spread light and to be able to literally bring light to this planet, bring heaved up energy to this planet, bring heaven to earth. So you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, much love. Namaste. Peace.